But even if my Lord is not aware, with due respect, we are saying it today that my Lord, that matter is pending before Court of Appeal Abuja, and therefore no junior court can sit over a matter pending before a superior court in our constitution, except otherwise Abure want to manufacture the constitution of Nigeria in line with Abure dynasty from Uromi, Edo State, Federal Republic of Nigeria, which I know it cannot stand the test of time. Thank you, gentlemen of the press, for this opportunity of doing forum shopping. But with due respect, we will not petition the NJC over my Lord in Benin, because they were the one that suppresses fact for him. But Abure himself and Mr. Alex Ijeteme, SCN, is aware that he was the one that filed notice of appeal in Abuja. He was supposed to at least guide Abure, because I know SCN studied law, but Abure read law by, what he's trying to do now, because he doesn't seem to understand the rules of law. But the people that study law, like Mr. Alex Ijeteme, SCN, ought to have at least provide a guide for him to tell him that once we have submitted ourselves to the Court of Appeal, every junior court has ceased from discussing that matter. Every junior court. And an appellate court is a superior court in our constitution. Supreme Court is superior to Court of Appeal. Court of Appeal is superior to any federal court or state high court. State high court does not have the same concurrent jurisdiction like Court of Appeal. And Court of Appeal does not have any concurrent jurisdiction with the Supreme Court. But for this bent note to Abure, who only read law, because we can read newspaper from today to tomorrow, you will forget what you read and you go to the other one. But for those that study law, that are, on the payroll of Abure, they need to guide him that when you file any matter before the Court of Appeal, you cannot go to any lower court and be celebrating any form of judgment. And like I said, I stand not to be collected on it because this is the position of the law. My Lord that gave during Edo doesn't have that fault. It was Abure, Mr. Alex Ijeteme, SAN, and co that actually suppresses fact before him. Ladies and gentlemen, this press briefing is in response to certain news that we intercepted in the various medium regarding a purported judgment from a high court in Edo State. The attention of Labour Party under the leadership of Alhaji Lamidi Apapa has been drawn to a news credited to an impostor, one of the personal assistants to the suspended and restrained former national chairman of Labour Party, known as Abure. And it is necessary we set the record straight about the purported judgment in Edo State. We have received judgment of the Edo State High Court in which the court set aside the suspension of Abure as a member of his ward, pursuant to Article 10(2) sub 1 of Labour Party Constitution by the Ward Executive 2019 as amended. The effect of this judgment will have been merely to restore back Abure membership of the party. But since he is still restrained from parading himself as the national officer of Labour Party, unfortunately, the National Executive Council, NEC, which is the highest organ of our party, in its meeting held in Bauchi on the 3rd of May 2023, further suspended Abure and some other members of the party for attending an illegal NEC meeting probably called by Julius Abure, while the restraining order of the FCTI court was still subsisting, and which is still subsisting till today. The implication of the suspension of Abure by National Executive Council in Bauchi made today's judgment a mockery and a mere academic exercise, as NEC, which is the highest organ of the party, has already suspended Abure and his cohort and NEC are not parties to the suit in Edo State, as it was just between the World Executive and Julius Abure. Simply put, by the virtue of the restraining order of the FCI Court, which is yet to be vacated or set aside, Abure remained restrained and suspended from the party. Also, by virtue of the non-suspension of Abure, pursuant to his power under Article 13(2) B(4) of the Labour Party Constitution in Bauchi, Abure remains suspended. And also, you are all aware that on May 12th in Abuja here, the FCT High Court revalidated and said the order suspending Abure and the order restraining him still remain in force, and we have a witness in person of Alex Ejeteme, SN, who was Abure lawyer in that court. Immediately after that judgment was delivered, where the court restrained Abure, Abure filed an appeal before the Court of Appeal in Abuja. It is therefore shocking and a surprise, if not for a mockery to our judiciary structure, for a man who has filed an appeal over his suspension, over the restraining order in Abuja Court of Appeal, she goes to Benin and he will here be celebrating a judgment of an high court. The question begging for answer is this: is Edo State High Court now an appellate court that will determine a matter that was yet to be determined in the Court of Appeal in Abuja? I felt it is necessary to set this record straight that Abure himself was the one that appealed that judgment of May, the ruling of May 12, where the court sustained the order restraining him and restraining the former National Secretary, restraining the former National Secretary, that's Clement Ojukwu, and restraining the former National Treasurer. And they have appealed the judgment into the Court of Appeal, which is yet to be heard. He also filed motion for self-proceeding. He went about last week that Court of Appeal are reinstated him. If Court of Appeal are reinstated him, what is the jubilation about an Edo State High Court that has also now said they are, returning Abure to office? It just marks, some form of responsibility on the part of Abure and his media, cohort. But we are letting the public know that that matter is pending before Court of Appeal in Abuja, and no junior court can adjudicate over any matter before an higher court. I stand not to be corrected on this, that a matter pending before a Court of Appeal cannot be discussed at any lower court again. So therefore, whatever judgment they are celebrating is just a mockery of the judicial sector, to which we are not going to join issue with them. But to at least set the record straight, because of what they have done, our lawyer today filed motion for stay of execution and also filed an appeal in the Court of Appeal, Benin City, so that at least we will not be able to put into proper perspective the kind of judgment that a judge will sit on top of a matter that is pending before Court of Appeal and which is quite aware. But even if my Lord is not aware, with due respect, we are saying it today that my Lord, that matter is pending before Court of Appeal Abuja, and therefore no junior court can sit over a matter pending before a superior court in our constitution, except otherwise Abure want to manufacture the constitution of Nigeria in line with Abure dynasty from Uromi, Edo State, Federal Republic of Nigeria, which I know it cannot stand the test of time. Thank you, gentlemen of the press, for this opportunity of doing forum shopping. But with due respect, we will not petition the NJC over my Lord in Benin, because they were the one that suppresses fact for him. But Abure himself and Mr. Alex Ejeteme, SN, is aware that he was the one that filed notice of appeal in Abuja. He was supposed to at least guide Abure, because I know SCN study law, but Abure read law by, you know, what he's trying to do now, because he doesn't seem to understand the rules of law. But the people that study law, like Mr. Alex Ejetem SCN, ought to have at least provide a guide for him to tell him that once we have submitted ourselves to the Court of Appeal, every junior court has ceased from discussing that matter. Every junior court. And an appellate court is a superior court in our constitution. Supreme Court is superior to Court of Appeal. Court of Appeal is superior to any federal court or state high court. State high court does not have the same concurrent jurisdiction like Court of Appeal. And Court of Appeal does not have any concurrent jurisdiction with the Supreme Court. But for the bent note to Abure, who only read law, because we can read newspaper from today to tomorrow, you will forget what you read and you go to the other one. But for those that study law, that are, you know, on the payroll of Abure, they need to guide him that when you file any matter before the Court of Appeal, you cannot go to any lower court and be celebrating any form of judgment. And like I said, I stand not to be collected on it because this is the position of the law.
Do you believe that it's not?
My law that gave to Edo doesn't have that fault. It was Abure, Mr. Alex Ejetem SA.